Ocean Crew, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and I'm from Ocean Chicks Films. Tonight, on a brand new episode of Shark Bite Reviews, I'll be taking a look at the Italian independent horror film Born Dead, or Nati Morti, from 2021. This film was sent to me by Bayview Entertainment as a screener. Now, I'm not sponsored by Bayview or the creators of this film, so I can give you my honest opinion about it. There will also be no spoilers in this review. You're gonna have to wait until it comes out and then give it a watch. Born Dead from 2021. An embalmer named Luna, who is obsessed with death, finds two bodies while on a walk in the forest. One is dead, the other injured, and this sets her onto a creative explosion inspired by her darkest twisted fantasies. Directed by Alex Vasani, starring Ingrid Monicelli and Lorenzo Lepori. Whoa, this movie is wild. It's a pretty twisted and gory, but very creative love story, if you can imagine that. It's very morbid and raw, so it's not going to be for everyone, but I really liked this movie. And this version was dubbed in English, but I didn't really mind at all. First off, I want to give a big thank you to Peter from Bayview Entertainment for letting me screen this film, because it was a lot of fun. So just to give you a little taste of the story, there's this young woman named Luna, and she's an embalmer and a doctor, and she's doing taxidermy on this bird at the start of the film, very methodically and very artistically. She's doing this in the room of her big old-style European home, and I believe it's set in Umbria, Italy. She looks more like an artist to me, with her very short bangs and drawn features, which is kind of ironic because what she does she feels is art. The setting is very monochromatic, and it has sort of a British detective show type of feel to it, but more modern. And obviously it's in Europe, and it really sets you in that creepy frame of mind right from the start. After she's done with the bird, she goes for a long walk in the forest looking for more dead birds, but she gets much more than she bargained for. She finds these two bodies. One is a woman and she's dead. The other is a man and he's almost dead. Both are very young and attractive. So she's a little freaked out by this, but you can tell she's a bit excited too, and if you let your mind wander, you can kind of think about where this is going to go. She drags the bodies away. It looks like she's going to take the man to a hospital to get him taken care of because she realizes he's alive still. But that's as far as I'm going to go with it. I don't want to give away any of the details because I want you to be able to watch the film yourself and enjoy it that way. Now, this part where she's dragging the bodies, for me, was a little bit unbelievable because I thought, she's this tiny bitty little person. I couldn't drag bodies the way that she did, but I think it kind of just sets up the story for you, and you're really seeing things through her eyes, and she has a lot of kind of twisted fantasies that happen throughout the film, and I think this kind of adds to it. So it was one of those things that I said, okay, just stop thinking. Don't think about that part, just watch the movie, because I think it's not really that significant. So I'll say that this film is twisted, it's gory, there's sex, there's male and female nudity in it, it's very deranged, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really refreshing and different from what I'm used to watching. This film takes us to the darkest places of the mind, and you're given very little information about how the characters got to where they are, so it leaves room for a lot of interpretation, and I really like that about films. The acting is really good in this film, and the cinematography is really awesome too. I really love that side of it. It has a really artsy feel to it, and I love artsy films. If you don't, you're not going to like this, but I think if you do, you will. And the storyline is really unique. It touches on a lot of odd topics, very, very difficult topics to kind of touch on, and I like that about this film. So our main character, Luna, who's played by Ingrid Monicelli, has been in such films as Stomach, which I haven't seen, but I would love to see because I really liked her a lot. So we're obviously seeing this, like I said before, through Luna's eyes. And she seems like she's been through something really traumatic in the past because she seems very emotionless and numb, but she gets very excited when she's studying death. She's very passionate and obsessed with it. She treats it almost like it's a form of art to her, and I think that's a really neat concept, a really neat way to look at things. It's like she's been hurt so badly she's given up, but she's finding pleasure in these really dark, twisted places in her mind. So the character of Tony is played by Lorenzo Lepori. He's a director and an actor, been in lots of stuff too, and I'd like to check out some of his other films because he was really good in this. He plays the bad boy kind of guy that doesn't care about people, and he's got more of a darkness inside of him than he knows, and you know, they connect and you know, bad things happen. You know, but I found because I really liked the characters so much that I was kind of rooting for them, even though I probably shouldn't be, because that's kind of weird, kind of twisted, kind of wrong. But I found myself, you know, wanting things to work out for them in the end. So that I like when stories are like that, because it's much easier to watch a movie when you can connect with the characters. Practical effects are something that I love in a movie as opposed to CGI. I've said that many times before. And this film, right over the top with the practical effects. So gross, so well done, and so effective for a horror film. I would give it an A+ just for that alone. Seriously. So like I said, this film's very artsy, but these practical effects, wow, they are depraved. They're so awesome. And there are other characters in the film, and they're really good too. They kind of have very small roles though, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give away all of the fun of the movie, but yeah, they add to the film as well. This film was directed by Alex Vasani, and I will definitely check out more of his work because I thought he did an excellent job in this film. The story is really well thought out, and you know, the violence and killings that happen in it are not just for the sake of doing that. They have meaning behind them, and there's much more involved in it, and it gets you thinking more. I thought that was really well done compared to a lot of the modern films and things that I see with that kind of stuff. The editing was really well done, and I pay attention to that a lot because I have an art background myself, and the cinematography was beautiful. It was really well put together and really pleasant on the eyes to watch as well, even though some of it was kind of gross. But sometimes I think that can be very artistic as well. And I think it's definitely next level for an indie film. I've seen some really bad indie films too. This is kind of elevated. I really enjoyed it. The only one little criticism I have is that the music didn't really do it for me in this movie. I think it could have been better choices for that, but it's a minor thing really. So Alex also worked on that film Stomach, so I really want to check that out for sure. He worked on also The Pyramid and Blades in the Darkness apparently, so definitely gonna watch some of those too. Okay, so overall, I really love this film, and when it comes out, I definitely advise everybody to go check it out. I give it 4 out of 5 shark bites for my review, so that's pretty good. It's not going to be for everyone, but if you like twisted, gory, artsy indie films, then you're going to love this movie. Thanks again to Bayview Entertainment for letting me screen this film. I will have their website linked in the description box below so that you can check their catalog and know when to watch this. And if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up because it helps me out a lot, and subscribe to the channel for more movie reviews, horror, sci-fi, and hopefully more screeners. I hope I get to do more because they're so much fun. Of course, The Final Girls of Horror, and we'll be having a new video this Friday of, I believe, another favorite final girl, I think is what we're doing this week. So that should be a lot of fun. And also for the new Spirits and Screams live stream, I just want to thank everybody who came out Saturday night to hang out with us because, man, it was a lot of fun. And we're going to do another one again in a couple of weeks. I will keep you posted on that. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.